kicking things off with a pretty big health alert, one that could literally be sitting in your medicine cabinet as we speak. So if you ever use over-the-counter eye drops, you are definitely going to want to stick around for this.
Take a look at this number. We're talking about more than 3 million. That's how many bottles of common, everyday store brand eye drops have been recalled all across the country. I mean, the scale of this is just massive, which is exactly why we're going to break it all down for you.
So here's our game plan. First up, we'll get into what exactly happened. Then, we're going to look at the actual risk involved. How worried should you be? After that, we'll get practical and show you how to check your own drops. And finally, we'll lay out exactly what to do next.
Okay, let's dive right in. Section 1, a nationwide recall alert. So what kicked this whole thing off, and why does it matter?
So here's the bottom line. On March 3rd, a company called Pharmaceuticals voluntarily pulled millions of its products. Why? Because of a huge red flag. The eye drops might not be sterile. And let's be honest, when you're talking about something you put directly into your eye, sterile isn't just a suggestion, it's everything.
All right, so that naturally brings us to the big question on everyone's mind. Just how serious is this? I mean, how dangerous are we talking here? Let's get into the actual risk level.
You know, the FDA actually has a whole system for classifying these things, and it's pretty important here. This isn't a Class 1 recall, which is the most serious danger zone level. This is a Class 2. So what does that mean? Well, it means that using the product could cause some temporary health issues, but, and this is the key phrase, the probability of any serious long-term harm is considered remote. That's a really crucial piece of context.
And here it is, straight from the horse's mouth. This is the FDA's exact language. While you obviously have to take any recall seriously, you can tell they're choosing their words carefully to inform people without causing a total panic. That word, remote, is doing a lot of work there.
Okay, enough of the technical stuff. Let's get down to brass tacks. How do you figure out if the eye drops in your bathroom are actually part of this recall?
It's not just one product. The recall actually covers 8 different types of over-the-counter eye drops. That's a pretty wide net, which makes it all the more important to go and check your supply.
And here's the list. It's a who's who of common eye drops, right? You've got stuff for irritation, advanced relief, dry eye, lubricating drops, all the way to redness relief and artificial tears. Just think about the kind you use. There's a pretty good chance that general category is right here on this list.
And here's where it really hits home for most of us. These weren't some obscure fancy brand. We are talking about the store brands from pretty much everywhere. CVS, Walgreens, Kroger, Rite Aid, the list goes on. So if you're someone who usually buys the store brand to save a couple of bucks, you've got to check your bottle.
So here's exactly how to do it. It's a simple 3-step check. First, see if your product type is one of those 8 categories. Second, check if it's from one of those big retailers. And third, this is the most important part. You have to match the lot code and the expiration date on the package with the official FDA notice. That's the final confirmation.
Okay, so we've covered the problem, we've talked about the risk, and we know how to check our products. So, now what? This last section is all about your immediate next steps.
Now, this might be the most surprising part of the whole thing. This is the official guidance. Because it's a Class 2 recall, the FDA has actually said people can continue using the products unless they're told otherwise. That really highlights just how low they feel the risk of serious harm truly is.
But let's talk common sense here. Here's what we recommend. Step 1. Absolutely check if you have an affected product. Step 2. Official guidance or not, if you have any concerns at all, just stop using it. It is not worth the anxiety. And step 3. If you have any health questions or you feel like you've had a bad reaction, call your doctor. It is always better to be safe.
You know, the real takeaway here isn't just about this one recall. It's a powerful reminder to just be aware of all the products we have in our homes. And it leaves us with a bigger question to chew on. These eye drops might be the thing today, but what else is sitting in your medicine cabinet?